Hello again, Danny McMullen here. Today I wanted to have a quick look at the Orthodox Study Bible. You can see it there. Originally this came with a slipcover, but I found it kind of annoying, so I took it off, and now it's kind of just burgundy color underneath of it. I got this because it's the only Bible I could find that had the Septuagint for the Old Testament and then the New King James in English. So this was put out by the Orthodox Church, Eastern Orthodox or Russian Orthodox, and I'm not Orthodox at all. I'm, as far as a denomination or affiliation, I'm just Bible believing Christian. But I got this because of the English translation of the Septuagint. Since I don't read Greek, this is kind of a helpful reference tool, and I found it kind of interesting, some of the stuff in here. So first off, I want to look over some of the basics. It's got a hardcover. It's published by Thomas Nelson Publishers, and it came out in 2008. The size is 9 by 5 by 6 3/4 by 1 3/4. This Bible is black letter, and it has a 10-point font, and then the notes are an 8-point font. And of course it has no thumb index, and it also has no ribbon markers. It has a glued spine and no art gilding. The commentary in this Bible is from various early church Christians, which I'm not sure if it lists who it is, but I'll have to check on that. One interesting thing I found in this Bible is it has the listing of the books of the Bible in the Orthodox Old Testament and the Roman Catholic Old Testament and then the Protestant Old Testament. The main difference being the Apocrypha in the Orthodox Study Bible and then the Roman Catholic Old Testament. And then here you see the introduction to the Orthodox Church. It gives like church history and all that kind of stuff. And then of course here we have the 1st, 2nd, 3rd Maccabees. I briefly read through it and it's kind of interesting, but I know it's not considered scripture from Protestants' perspective, but still something that I think is helpful to read, or interesting at the very least. And then another interesting thing about this Septuagint is that there's 151 chapters in the book of Psalms instead of 150 in the Protestant Bible. And then throughout the whole Bible there's different artwork. Just the baptism of Christ. I'm not really big into the Orthodox and Catholic artwork kind of stuff. I think yeah, there's some more there. Another interesting thing about the Septuagint is that in the book of Daniel, when Daniel's 3 friends are cast into the fiery furnace, in the Protestant Bible, it only accounts them getting cast into the fire and then Nebuchadnezzar seeing 4 men walking around in the fire, whereas the Septuagint has another 1 or 2 chapters where the 3 friends actually pray and then they sing a hymn while they're in the fire. So I don't know if that's considered scripture or not, but it is here in the Septuagint, so it's kind of interesting to read it. And then in the back you have basically the helps and stuff, and has some different Orthodox prayers, evening prayers. It actually gives a list of the 70, I guess the translators of the Septuagint. And then finally you have the maps. Looks like you got 8 color maps, and they're fairly glossy, high quality paper. Gives the journeys of Paul, that kind of thing. Something else I just realized when I was going through this is that the paper on this tears really easily. I had a little sticky note on here, and I took the sticky note off and tried to do it gently, but as I pulled it off, it just tore the paper. So I don't think the paper is really that high quality. And I mean, you can see the amount of ghosting here. That doesn't necessarily tell you what kind of durability the paper has. But it's nice and smooth, but it tears really easily. And it's a thin paper. So anyhow, I just wanted to show that real quick. I can't really recommend this as a study Bible. I guess if you're Orthodox, it's something that you would want to look at, but there's a lot of things in here I don't agree with, historically speaking, and as far as doctrine goes, that kind of thing. But it is a good reference tool if you're looking for an English translation of the Septuagint. Plus it has the New King James as the New Testament, and that's kind of my favorite translation. So that's it, and thanks for watching. God bless.